I would like you to sit with me for a few minutes. Have a cup of tea or coffee while I explain what we are doing on this YouTube channel. When telling story to children, you can actually pause and see if they can tell you what's coming next. So you could pause and expect the word that comes next from the children, or you could say to them, what do you think comes next? I'm going to read a short piece from the Hairy McClary book and as an example. They sniffed at the smells and they snooped at each door when suddenly out of the shadows they saw. What do you think they saw? Scarface Claw, the toughest Tom in town. And if the children are familiar with the book, they will say, Scarface Claw, it's Scarface Claw. This book is about Santa, but, and obviously you'd only use this at Christmas time, but it's an interactive one, so the children can actually do things like pull things at the side and then the pictures change. And they do love doing things like that. Put the finger in there and move the picture. And then we've got Pepper. Pepper, this is a Lift the Flap book. There's George. Look at George. They all love George, don't they? The little brother with his dinosaur. All young children love dinosaurs. And there's the Lift the Flap there. Be careful because they will rip them out if they're very young. That's Not My Train. This is where they can feel different textures within the book, and children love doing that. And you can talk to them about it. That's not my train. Its windows are too shiny. Feel them. And the children are involved, not just in listening to the story, but active in interacting with it. For slightly older children now, we've got, again, books where there is interaction. They've got a little glove puppet there, look. Hello. And you can just make up a little story using that if you like. This one's about Barry and his the fish with fingers. And it's got numbers in as well. So at the same time, the children are learning their numbers. This is 1 to 5. Toddle Waddle. This is a beautiful little book, and it's Julia Donaldson, who many of you will be aware of. So very few words, beautiful clear pictures for the little ones. Hurry, scurry, flip, flop, toddle, waddle. Nice and simple there. And of course, an all-time favourite, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Beautiful pictures, lots of sequencing in there, and the children have to remember, if possible, the order in which the caterpillar eats the various pieces of fruit and other foods. We also have, we've got that one with sounds so that you can have music playing. Again, for the very young ones. I'm just looking to see where I put that and I can't see. Never mind. But we do have that. There's lots of versions of the Hungry Caterpillar for the different ages of children. So, yeah, look around for those. We've got Pepper Goes Swimming. There we are. You take your children swimming, they love to splash about. Look at this, the Pepper family. All in the shorts and swimming costumes. I wish we had a swimming pool like that. They actually, in this picture it says, and in the story it says they are at the swimming pool. Very, very simple, beautiful pictures. They're all having a laugh and smiling in the pool. Obviously nobody's gone under yet because they wouldn't be smiling, would they? Oh, here we are. I found that one. The Very Hungry Caterpillar with a sound button. And you can have the sound going whilst you are telling the story. Moving on to slightly older children, the old traditional stories are really popular. So this one's The Three Little Pigs, and it actually is a first reader book. So when children start to read, they will get some interesting books with lovely pictures and the words that they need for to develop the reading skills. These are also very useful for storytelling, and you can get the children to follow the words with the finger. So hopefully at the same time as telling the story, they are seeing the words on the page and learning to or remembering them, and hopefully that will help them with their reading skills. Me and my grandma, we're moving up the age groups now, so I would say about 3-4 years of age, again depending on the children. This is a lovely one about spending time with grandma. And children absolutely love these books, the Dr. Seuss books. This one is Hop on Pop. They all rhyme, really helpful for when they're learning to read. So maybe 4-5 years of age. So I've just opened it randomly. 3 fish in a tree. Fish in a tree? How can that be? They absolutely love these Dr. Seuss books. A very popular one to go for. And these Room on the Broom, the stories about witches, they don't only have to be read when it's Halloween time. They're very popular all year round. In this particular one, there's dragons, and of course, children love dragons, don't they? A Squash and a Squeeze. This is Julia Donaldson. Again, a very popular book. Lovely photographs, or should I say drawings inside. Lovely pictures. This one is hilarious. The Grinny Granny Donkey. I'm going to just read a couple of pages. There was a sweet donkey who lived on the heath. She was so funny with her false teeth. Eeyore! But her teeth kept falling out. She loved to sip her favourite brew, dunk her biscuits in it, fall asleep in the afternoon sun, go for walks with her jewellery on, dress smartly, play her banjo to relax, and sometimes she got grumpy and cranky. There's a lot of repetition in this book, and children love the repetition. They will tell you what comes next. If you leave a little gap, ask what word comes next, they'll probably be able to tell you. The Albergs. This is Alan Alberg, Baby on Board. They're always interested in babies and children who are younger than themselves. And so that's a sweet little story. The Shirley Hughes Alfie books are great. Alfie and his best friend here, and what they get up to. Go on a scooter ride and one of them falls off. Well, a lot of young children have scooters, so they're very interested in these books because they can relate to them. This is a good one, The Smartest Giant in Town. Again, that is a Julia Donaldson book. And there, look at him there. Lost his clothes. And Baby Cave, or Cave Baby, should I say. Beautiful pictures, look at those. Absolutely beautiful. Story of a baby. And they will really be interested in that. When children get to about 4 or 5 years of age, they start making rude noises and laughing at silly things to do with bottoms and things like that. These books that I'm going to just show you very quickly, they love, because this one in particular is about underpants, thunderpants. And look at this. Up at the palace, the king says, "Oh my, 3 pairs of underpants baked in a pie." The children will fall about laughing at that. And then there's another one, pants. All different kinds of pants in there. pants with cars on, pants with stripes, pants with love hearts. This one has also, you can press the pictures at the side and it makes the sound of whichever page you're on. It tells you which picture it is you need to press. So that's really quite interesting for children. Can you see there's the little icons here? So you know which button to press. So you get the sounds as well. Underpants, Thunderpants, and again, very popular. I don't know if adults actually find them that popular, but certainly the children do. Other books, you know this one. Oh, lovely book, isn't it? Stickman. Nick Man, as the little ones call it. Nick Man. Julia Donaldson. Very, very popular author. It's a super, you often see that one on television as a film. Tiddler, about a baby fish who gets lost in the sea, tries to find its way back to where it should be. And this one's beautiful, Tabby McCat, a little cat who has an owner who falls and ends up in hospital, and then the cat's all by itself, and it befriends another cat and they end up having kittens. Beautiful. And it's a lovely story for if you know of anybody who might be going into hospital, or if any of the family are in hospital, then it's a nice one to actually use to talk about hospitals. And there is Fred, the old man in the story. Can you see he's fallen? So he's got a pot on his foot and a bandage on his head. So you can link that with stories. We've got The Scarecrow's Wedding, another popular one, and that is Julia Donaldson again. Many of her books actually, they rhyme. When you read them, they actually rhyme. This one's beautiful, The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Again, you might see this one on the television. And it's the tiger comes and eats all the food in the house and drinks all the water. There it is, look in the kitchen. Child's fantasy, imaginative book. There it is, drinking from the teapot. This book is, I think it's over 50 years old. I was reading this to my children when they were little. Beautiful book. Funny Bones, again the Albergs, Janet and Alan Alberg, a popular one as well. What happens when it's dark and the skeletons come out. Another one here, Room on the Broom, story of the witch. There's the dragon. Children love that. And they're all afraid of this dragon. But the good overcome the evil in the end. And that's what children like to see in a storybook. We've got Zog, popular ones. The Gingerbread Man, another traditional story that is very popular with young children. A bit sad at the end though, when the gingerbread man gets eaten by the fox. And a friend of mine who read this to her grandson said he cried at the end. He was so sad that the fox had eaten the gingerbread man. You might want to change the end slightly so it doesn't upset the children. Another one where that happens is Chicken Licking. Don't know if any of you are familiar with that one. It's a very old book, but the chicken gets eaten at the end and it's very shocking at the end. So you might need to sometimes adapt the stories to suit the age of the children. This one, Don't Put Your Finger in the Jelly, Nelly, where the children have to put their finger through a hole like that. And that's interactive. The children like to do that. Oh, so many. These are popular things like, you know, books, especially with the little boys and girls, but usually it's the boys who like the picture books and storybooks with the trains in and the engines. My 3-year-old grandson loves tractors and diggers, and when we were out driving one day, I pointed to a digger in a field. I said, "Oh, look, there's a digger." He said, "It's a mini digger." I said, "Oh, okay." A bit later on, I said, "There's a tractor." And he said, "It's not a tractor, Grandma, it's a combine harvester." He has a 1-year-old sister, and when she first started speaking, one of her first words was tractor. Her brother loves to look at books with pictures of tractors, diggers, trains, any vehicles. And the very popular Gruffalo. There's the Gruffalo and there's the Gruffalo child. This is Gruffalo's child, and some beautiful pictures there of the animals in the forest. It's really lovely when you ask the children to join in with the rhyme, because there's a lot of repetition in this book, and the children remember and they can say those words with you. This is a lovely one for slightly older children. The Smeds and the Smooths, again, Julia Donaldson, and the pictures are by Axel Scheffler. This is lovely. It's beautiful, and the message is about discrimination. So you could get a lot of conversation at the end of that story about what was in there. Really lovely. So absolutely tons of books. Beautiful Superworm. There's so many. Owl Babies. Absolutely hundreds of books that you can tell to your children and grandchildren, and they will love them. The grandchildren have been. Now it's time to tidy up. But first of all, I need to get up off the floor. I am a grandma. It's really difficult. Oh, if I put my hand, oh golly, put my hand on the settee. Oh, use a stick. Oh my gosh. Oh, to be young again. You can go to our homepage, grandmacath.com, and download the PDF file. There you will see the books we have used.